my kitchen.
Bop.
Today I'm being lazy and I'm making a one-pot meal. Well, it's not exactly lazy. It takes some time to prep. It's spinach meatball. What's it, Joe?
I knew she wasn't going to be able to say all those words in a string. It's one pot spinach and meatball meal.
Yes, it is, and it's quite yummy. And I posted it on my Instagram and Facebook, and I said coming soon. So for those who paid attention, here you go. Join me in the kitchen for a glass of wine or two and another delicious dish. All right, guys, we are here in the kitchen with the ingredients for tonight's dinner. I already have my meatballs that I made myself. You can buy pre-made meatballs if you want. I made my own meatballs, and you could do turkey meatballs or chicken meatballs if you don't eat beef, or just regular meatballs. Those, I have my garlic over there. That's 3 garlic cloves. I have like a palm full of basil leaves, fresh basil. I have my shallots, since you can use onions if you don't want to use shallots. My tomato paste, my orzos, and my vegetable broth. You could use chicken broth or beef broth. I figure since I'm already cooking with beef, I'll just use vegetable broth. And of course, one of the main ingredients, the spinach. All right, so let's get to the cooking.
Store-bought meatballs? No way! You know what? These are not the spicy meatballs. Did you miss me?
All right. Don't sue me, Matthew McConaughey, for saying that. So the first thing we're gonna do is add our olive oil. And you don't need a whole lot. You're gonna just use it to saute the vegetables. There you go. And we're gonna turn our stove on, not too high either. And we're gonna let that get hot and then saute our vegetable. Of course, I'm gonna circle it around in the pot a little bit. All right, so the oil is hot enough, and I'm gonna go ahead and saute my shallots. And I'm gonna let this saute for a little bit until it's a little bit translucent before I add my garlic to there. And if you know me, I like using fresh stuff, but if you guys want to use your what do you call it, canned minced garlic and all that other stuff, that's on you. But
and if you know her, we probably should have put out the cheese plate or charcuterie plate.
Why? Whatever. Anyhow, I'm gonna let this saute a little bit and then add the garlic. Stay tuned, y'all. Add the garlic. And you don't want your garlic to really get too brown or anything, you know? Just kind of, oh, that smells so good.
Never overcook your garlic. Your garlic should only get lightly browned and a little bit translucent. Do not overcook your garlic.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. So the garlic is just gonna be in there for a few seconds, and I'm also gonna add the basil, fresh basil from our garden. Yes, I did. Oh, I guess there was a little water on that. And we're not gonna let that. We're just gonna let it get a little fragrant. I'm gonna turn the stove down a little bit.
Honey, has Amazon delivered my wiffle balls yet?
You know what? And we're gonna go ahead and add the tomato paste. Now, if you don't like tomato paste, or you don't have to add it, and you're just gonna stir it in a little bit. Just a little bit. And then we're gonna go ahead and add our broth. Now this is about 4 cups of broth from the box. And because I have a lot of meatballs, I'm actually gonna add another box. And what I'm gonna do is after I add the rest of this, so basically it's gonna be 8 cups of broth. So after I'm done, I'm gonna let it come to a boil, and then I'm gonna start dropping in those meatballs. Stay tuned, guys. All right, everyone. So it's kind of bubbling a little in the bottom. It's not completely boiling, and that's okay. It's hot. I'm gonna go ahead and start dropping my meatballs in. And you just go ahead and drop these babies in. I think this is like Michael Bublé singing this song. Some songs I'm like, oh, this is an okay rendition. I don't know, what do you guys think? I made a lot of meatballs because these two gentlemen in my home, they enjoy eating their meatballs.
I like a meatball.
There you go. And I should, you know, I'm happy about it because they enjoy eating the meatballs I make. And, you know, I'm not Italian, but I do what I do. And I did my best.
She did the best she could.
So what I'm gonna do here is, oh, goodness, this thing won't come off. I'll get it off. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this here and just let it go and turn it down on medium to medium low and let it cook. And we'll be back. Okay guys, it's been 30 minutes and that's going. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my orzo's noodles, okay? And this is half a cup. I'm gonna stir that in and let that cook before we add the spinach. All right. Okay guys, it's about 10 minutes or so and my orzo pasta is cooked. I'm going to go ahead and add the last ingredient, which is the spinach. Now, this is a whole bag of spinach, and anyone that knows spinach shrink up. So don't worry if you just put it in there. We love spinach in this house. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in, and then I'll show you the finish. I'm gonna finish putting it in. And again, the shrinkage with spinach is real, y'all. You know, you just get a little tiny bit once this bad boy shrinks up. All right, my spinach is in. My stove is on low, or you could just turn it off completely. I'm gonna go ahead and add a dash of pepper flakes, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And go ahead and stir that in. And with this, like Joe likes to add his Parmesan cheese to it, freshly grated Parmesan cheese. You know what? I did get bread to make some garlic bread. So, or you could just get regular Italian or French bread to dip in it. And the soup was already thick. I forgot to tell you guys that before I put the spinach in. And that's a good way to tell that your soup is good to go and check your pasta. You can also add a little more salt and pepper to taste, or garlic powder, whichever you choose. So at this point, as you can see, check this out guys, look at my meatballs. What?
Look at my meatballs.
And my soup, or you know what, is it a soup? I think it's a soup. It's a soup. My soup is done, y'all. it is done. And I hope you guys try this recipe because it's really
And I might
awesome.
put a little ricotta cheese in mine too.
I won't do that because you know what? That's gonna hurt
don't wanna
my
know why.
tummy. That's gonna hurt my tummy. So, thank you again, guys, and enjoy.